Okay, so we're going to look at two words that are commonly mistaken for each other, and it is its and its. Okay, so the difference is this its, its, is a possessive determiner that something owns something else or refers to something else. Whereas it apostrophe s is a contraction of either it is or it has. Okay? So those are the two different variations. Okay, so we're going to look at actually the application of the contraction form of its. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Okay, now to check myself, it is. If I can just say it is beginning to look a lot like Christmas, that works. It's the contraction form. Okay. This is not owning beginning. It's not owning it. That's why it's not the possessive form. The second one, classic song, It's My Life, right? I'm a terrible singer, I know. But this right here is, it is my life. I'm owning it, right? Or not owning it, but it's saying it is. I'm using that contraction right there, okay? Now, we're going to move over and take a look at these two. This is the application of the possessive form of its. The crocodile shook its head at me, right? Just run. Different lines because crocodiles can't do that, so do diagonal, okay? Just in case you're ever in the jungle. Okay, so the crocodile shook its head at me. This right here, if I'm looking at it, it is owning the head. Now, you might be asking, well, why aren't we using the apostrophe? Aren't you supposed to use an apostrophe whenever you're showing ownership? In this case, this is the only word where we actually will not use the apostrophe because the apostrophe is being used to indicate that it's the contraction. Confusing? Yes, it is. Sorry. But in this case, this is the proper use because it's possessive of the head. Frankenstein's monster hid its hideous face. That's example number 2. This right here is owning hideous face. It's the possessive. Okay? If I check myself and if I wanted to say, well, maybe it's with the apostrophe, Frankenstein's monster hid it is hideous face, that doesn't make sense. The crocodile shook it is head at me. That does not make sense. That's how you check yourself. Just change the its to it is and to see if it's going to make sense. And if it doesn't, then you just use the its if we're using the possessive. Let's take a look at this last one. I found out blank easy. I found out it's easy. Should it be the its or the it apostrophe s? Well, let's see. I'm going to put this right here. I'm going to look. Can you really own easy? Not really. If I put the apostrophe here, I found out it is easy. Does that make sense? Oh, you bet your bananas it does. I found out it is easy. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's the difference between its and it apostrophe s. Its is the ownership. It apostrophe s is the apostrophe contraction. Thank you very much. It's a wrap.